Well, howdy do y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Vita. If you don't already know, and if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So, I know it looks like I'm going to bed, but in fact, no, this is actually a house dress. That was my grandmother's. So, we've been doing some cleaning today, and we haven't quite had a moment. So, anyways, I just wanted to make this video real quick because I did say that I would start coming out with them every Monday, even though there's a lot going on. So, personal life and stuff like that. But, yeah. Y'all, I don't even know how to start this, to be honest with you. Well, if you read the title, we can see what it's going to be about. So, you know, haven't been spending too much time on social media, but when I do, I usually see some stupid ass shit. Which I'm sure we all do. But you know, I came across this post and about, it was an article about a woman who quit her job to become a 1950s housewife. And usually I don't read comments. I wasn't even going to read it, but just out of curiosity, because I don't have but like 2 friends, and you know, I'm not married, but I might as well be. Me and my lovely dear have been together for 8 years this year, so yeah. And I don't know, for some reason I want to read the comments because like, oh, I wonder how many people are, you know, like, oh, I wonder what the comments are, which I usually don't do that. And there is a point to this why I'm making this video. So after I talk about this article, so I'm going through and I'm seeing all these horrific, terrible comments. This wasn't like a rockabilly page or a pinup page or anything like that. It was just, I don't even remember, like nostalgia or something. And I actually unfollowed them because it used to be like all 90s and 80s stuff. And I was like, ooh. And now it's not like that at all. So it's just weird articles. I think they got hacked. I don't know. Who cares? Social media. Gotta love it. But, so, through these comments, and there's people saying the most terrible things about this girl, and it just blew my mind how many people are anti-housewife now, which I know in this economy that, you know, it is hard to do that. I'm very fortunate to be a house bitch. We'll just say a house bitch, because I'm not married, so... That's what I am. I'm a house bitch. Blew my mind to how many people were like against that and were like, oh my god, I can't believe that. And then the other half were like, oh, who cares? It's nobody's business. Which I agree. Like, there shouldn't have been an article on that anyway. Like, you can go on YouTube and find, you know, fellow people as, you know, me or others that are like me that, you know, not only dress 50s, but also, you know, do live as a housewife. Which I've also said vintage style, not vintage values. Although I think that we need to have some vintage values, like fucking manners, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, I'll leave that link somewhere. And I didn't comment on it because I'm not that type of person I don't really care. It did bother me enough to where I think that this should be talked about if you do live this lifestyle. Even if you don't dress 50s or 40s or anything like that, I think that it's still something that we should talk about. And so we're going to go back to the economy part. I know I'm very fortunate, like I said, that I am able to stay at home and clean, and, you know, which my boyfriend works 3rd shift, so, you know, when he's off, I usually cook dinner, but if he's, you know, not off and goes to work, then I don't do anything. And, you know, my hobbies include, other hobbies include getting drunk, listening to really loud heavy metal, reading, writing, you know, and I keep the house clean anyway. So, I mean, and I personally love to clean. And another thing is people don't take into account people like that. And also this is anyone that stays at home. This could be at home dads too, like house husbands or house whoever's, house octopus, I don't know, anybody. And this isn't just for, you know, women. Like, because people have a big problem with stay-at-home husbands as well, or stay-at-home dads. Like, I don't have any kids either, so I'm definitely not, I'm just not a stay-at-home mom, unless you count my cat, or my birds, and my bird feeder. But yeah, So, I mean, people have a huge problem with that, and I'm just like, why? Like, if people can afford it, then, like, why not? But anyways, like I was going to say, I have really, really bad social anxiety. It's actually gotten a little bit better because I have worked on it. It used to be really, really bad. Like, I still don't like being in crowds. I don't really, like, I'll go in places more now than I used to, but I prefer not to because I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I have social anxiety, okay? I can't stand being around people unless I'm drunk. So, I mean, like in the grocery store, I'm kind to people, you know, I'm nice and like say, excuse me, or, oh, hey, or let me help you with that. Half the time I make people laugh because I'm like, oh, hell, let me get that for you, you know? But, I mean, and since the area that we live in currently, you know, it's not like a lot of these smaller places that I've lived before, so people do seem to be a lot more open and a lot more, like, just kinder humans out this way. So that tends to help too. But yeah, like if we're first going out to like a concert, or I may be excited going like, oh my god, all the people, like I can't do it. You know, I get really anxious. Like, I don't have regular anxiety. It's just social anxiety. So I want to make that clear. I do not have depression. I don't have anything like that. Just I have social anxiety, which was developed through my teenage years and just got worse. But now we getting better. So okay, but. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people that have issues like that, or that are agoraphobic, like can't leave their house, you know, like, people don't really put like stuff like that into consideration of why people might be, you know, a housewife or a house husband or a house porcupine. I mean, I don't know. I think that that's another thing too. And like I said, it doesn't have to go to like the style too. People, I'd like, my nanny is a housewife, and She, I don't really want to get into her situation because she is doing better, by the way. But she's a housewife, right? Like, she hasn't worked since she was like 18. She has a lot of skills. Like, that's another thing that pissed me off too, is people were like, oh, some jobless, no skills, female, blah blah blah, and this is why women are losing their rights and shit. And I'm like, no, women are losing their rights because they're going around with fucking vaginas on their head in public. Okay, maybe not so, but that's just so stupid. Like, no. Like, obviously, like, a lot of people that think that if you're into, like, just into the 50s style, not even, or a rockabilly style, or pinup or anything, they, like, a lot of mundane people usually think that, like, you're racist, or you're pretty much that, and you like, oh, you don't care about, you know, your rights or whatever, stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, that's kind of bullshit. Like, that's a lot of bullshit. Not kind of, that's just straight up bullshit. So, I mean, yeah, y'all have seen my boyfriend before. He is not white. I don't know, but it's a really bad stigma of like just normal people that are out there. Like, if you go out in public or something, that just automatically think that you're dressed like that. Like, at first they're like, oh, that's so cute, and they're like, you just want to go back and just live in that era. Oh my god, you're terrible, you're a terrible person, and blah blah blah. And I was like, no, don't take me back to the 50s, honey. Then, you know, just don't do that. But wow, that kind of took a little turn there from housewife life to that. But it is true, a lot of people do that. Like, kind of like with like goth, they think that you automatically that you worship Satan or the devil or whoever. And yeah, it's really stupid that people think that way. But especially with someone's life choice that they make to be like, it's their business, their income. They can do what the hell they want. Let me tell you something. Like I said in my Q&A video, if I was rich, I'd have everything damn 50s. But then, because there was this girl, the reason I'm talking about the style and stuff as well is because there was a girl that commented on this particular article that I'm talking about, or was talking about, oh, it's even worse that she dresses that way. And people were like, okay. I don't know. I wanted to comment. I really did, because, you know, it was all just like normal folks, like people that don't dress any kind of alternative at all. And I'm just like, Y'all need Tattooed Betty to come up there and say something, don't you? But I didn't. Like, who argues on the internet? That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Like, I think it's important, like, people need to voice their opinions, and I think that's important that you listen to each other, and you don't have to agree with each other. That's fine. But, like, I just feel, like I said, I just feel like a lot of people that don't know about the lifestyle of either vintage style or, and, you know, music, everything, you know, subcultures, cultures, stuff like that, alternative subcultures. Like, people that, like, that don't understand that, and people don't understand, like, just, like, a life choice of how you choose to live, of being a housewife or slash insert pronoun here, or animal, I don't know, porcupine's cool, yeah, porcupine. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it, and I wonder if I've never had this issue before, but I feel like people need to be more open-minded, and it's really nobody's fucking business how you choose to live your life. As long as you ain't out here being fucking Charles Manson, then we're good, right? I mean, that's what I think. So anyways, let me know if you've got any weird criticism like that, or anything. You don't have to tell me your whole life history or nothing like that, but, like, if you've had anybody, like, judge you for choosing to live a certain way, you know, like, well, you have a big career, you're the breadwinner or whatever, like, I don't know, I just think it's really stupid. I don't see them saying nothing about rock stars, but anyway, well, actually they do. They say, somebody's gonna say something about everybody, but I don't know, it just kind of irked me, and I wanted to, like, this isn't really a rant, because I don't really, on my Facebook I used to do rant videos, but yeah, it's not really a rant, it's just like a, what the fuck? Don't judge a book by its cover. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Sometimes. Because you might be half right, but usually not. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps my tiny ass channel. And of course, as always, don't forget to keep it rockin'. He's wearing 1956 underwear.